All right, hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. So this is another episode of our Mandalorian, Project Mandalorian Hardcore Everquest Guild. As you can see, maybe you can see in the little box on the top here, I am not using my Paladin because the Paladin unfortunately died. What's going on? You guys probably already know. If you're in the Discord, you've probably seen it. My Paladin was trying to pull the Ghoul Lord in Lower Guck at level 37, and I just got too close to the NPC I was trying to taunt. He was able to melee me before I moved away, and on his very first melee hit, he procced Root, and from then on, it was pretty much a done deal. I popped LOH. I tried to resolve Origin 2 times, but there was really no way to get out of it because I'm level 37, and it was like a 45 of 47 and 47 in that room, so I was getting pummeled quick. But on the positive side, no one else in my group died. So they still have their nice level 40 characters, and we now have a Troll Shadow Knight. We're doing our best to catch up. We'll see. Right now I'm like level 9, and we've been mostly grinding in the Warrens. So why the Warrens? Because the cash flow here is insane. And now that I have access to people in the guild who can actually trade skill, it really behooves me to have some good cash flow. So for perspective, the level 3 mobs at the entrance of the Warrens drop bronze weapons, which sell for 1 to 3 platinum a piece, and armor that sells for 1.5 gold-ish per piece, and it's very, very common. So I've been able to make a ton of plat pretty quickly, fortunately. I think we're not going to focus on too much gear-specific stuff until like maybe 25, at which point I'm going to go to the Firat and work on my Darkforge gear, because I'm stupid. But other than that, it's going to be all about EXP and generating some plat to buy more trade skill stuff. So for right now, we'll save up for like fine plate. But I think that's my next big trade skill purchase. What's going on, everybody? It's good to see you. Big Liak in the chat. Liak, I did indeed make partner. Feels good. At long last. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs, Liak. Can't say thank you enough. You've been supporting the channel for a long time. But with everyone else, yeah, let's jump in. Hopefully you guys can hear the music tonight. Just starting it up. I got sick of Final Fantasy VII, so now we're using Final Fantasy IX. No Mercy with the tier 1 sub. Thank you so much, Big Gnome. You like that new emote? Is February spelled wrong? So people can edit that? Wait a second. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh yeah, we had another big death. I think we had a level 40 mage die today. Got killed by Brother Z in South Karana while working on the Ishva Mal. That's a bad. Feels bad. Yeah, Liak, most of my group did roll a new character. Well, virtually all of them did, I think. This group is a little bit more optimized. I don't think we intend to keep these characters like long term. It's just helping me catch back up to the original crew as quickly as possible. So our group composition right now is Shadow Knight, Bard, Enchanter, Cleric, Mage. E-Girl Sabrina, is Trolley going to be on stream today? I don't think so. Do not think so. So I think Trolley, right now at least, is taking a break from Mandalorian. It involved a lot more playtime than she was used to, so we might not see her do that again. And she might not be on stream again until like the next time that we do P99 Green, like community night. Well, actually, I take that back because I forgot to announce this during the previous segment. Trolley and I are going to be doing a duo run of Champions of Norath, and we're going to be doing it this Saturday. So look forward to that. Cabinet Space, good to see you. That's what I thought, Bobby. I was like, I've never seen him attack anybody before. Maybe it's part of like the new changes they made. I know he does big damage now. Yo, Cabinet, you're not gonna catch me out there farming like some outdoor pumas and stuff to level up. Literally in one of the most dangerous newbie dungeons in the world right now. So gear-wise right now, I'm rocking the Spider Fang for my weapon, that one from Field of Bone. That drops off the Burning Eye Bane Spider. The rest of my armor is all banded, and my shield is the Shiny Brass Shield. I'm probably gonna get encumbered. I'm like stacked full of gear right now to sell. Oh, dude, chaotic. I saw those and I was like, there's no way this is real. Apparently there's 3 Babes of Norath Champions calendars. That's crazy, right? I think they're pretty rare, so congrats, man. Big Chint, 5-3 fold. Good to see you, man. Chint, do you see that? Do you see that small change down there? That purple check mark? We're big time now. Dang, was Bobby in Iceclad? Feels bad, man. That's where noobs go. Group, can you guys hear me? No. LOL. Yeah, that happens sometime, Bobby. Even on a server with 10 people, you'll still have competition, I guess. So the Warrens features a sweet zone exclusive thing that we call auto pool. As you can see, we pretty much never have to move from this spot, and we will always have mobs in camp until we have to run, which might be soon. This little runt right here doesn't even give you XP. Once we hit 10, we'll crush this, because we'll, the 2 level 10 mage pets. This is our problem. These runts running. Yep, good. I think we're gonna have to run shortly. Dude, it's nuts in here. Don't worry, in a few levels we'll have Snare. Our cleric's out of mana, he's letting us know quite urgently. Yeah, we gotta dip. Training Kobold is hitting too much. Village, I don't have a... Is it a Snare at level 1? I skipped it. That's like the one you can cast every 15 seconds. It's Chinchilla again, Cabinet. He actually rolled this cleric originally when I got his last cleric killed. So, it all came around, right? Some people in my group right now are trying to be heroes, trying to stay in. Oh yeah, I've seen the 15 DD, but it's only like every 30 seconds you can cast, so I just skipped it. Yeah, he always plays 2 clerics. Always. Minecraft lover, thanks for the hosted stream. And thanks for the follow. ICM, I owe you some local lore here. So, local lore on the Warrens. Basically, the kobolds here, they have like a forlorn, like a sadness motif that goes with all their gear and stuff. These kobolds, like all kobolds, were created by Brel and then promptly abandoned by Brel. So they were forlorn. They were a race that had no god to care for or answer their prayers, right? So eventually the kobolds found a new god to worship. And that god is Rolfron Zek, which was one of the kobolds that was taken up by Ralosek because of his rage at being abandoned and given a spark of divinity. So he's a demigod, one of the Zeks, and he is the focus of the worship of these kobolds. Wait, I see him. Isn't that your local lore? Isn't that what you were asking for just there? Did I miss it? Oh, hey, Frank, what's up, dude? Did the Mugglewump receive some of Nathaniel's gift of life too? Dude, I think he missed out on it. Like, is the Mugglewump supposed to be a mutant? Is he like an experiment? Who knows? Panda, my paladin did die. ICM, that's 1. By the way, don't miss it. My paladin died. He was killed by the Ghoul Lord / Ghoul Lord Roman Lower Guck. You dang right, Cabinet Space. You dang right. I've been here deleting Trolley's messages. What's up, Cinch? Yeah, Ghoul Root has gotten me like a billion times now. Daydark 1337. Daydark, you are truly insane. 20 gifted subs. That is wild, my friend. Thank you so much. I really can't believe it. That's maybe the single biggest sub drop we've seen. I don't know for sure if it is, but wow, thank you very much. It's hard. I can't even like keep up with this loot window. It's nuts. There's just so many mobs here. Hey, Daydark, here's your inner rook. Mew Man, thanks for the follow. You know, I'm taking this character right to Lower Guck too. Nimble Parsley, thanks for the follow. You want to see where he tries to take this? Nah, Panda, I'm gonna live in Lower Guck. Trust me, I've got a whole new strategy. This character, because I can't get a Ghoulbane, I'm gonna go to Luckland. I'm gonna get one of the undead Bane weapons that most people in chat probably don't even know about. There's kind of a bug out there. There used to be these Bane weapons that had very narrow range of mobs they worked on, and the mob type that they were good against got merged into undead. So now the weapons that drop that used to be good against like 20 NPCs in the game are good against thousands of NPCs. Bad Gaff, I don't know. Did you hear sound before? I have a Brother Quinn specific lore request. This is, honestly, this is not a good zone to be in on stream. I'm realizing there's like so many mobs and stuff as I'm trying to read. My group just has to deal with me being a bad. So Brother Quinn lore. Okay, so Brother Quinn is one of the surviving monks who is part of the Lost Circle. I think there are only 2 living monks who are technically practicing members of the Lost Circle. And this really kind of ties into the monk like overall epic lore a little bit, which I was prepared to do like 2 weeks ago, and then I never got around to it. Oh gosh, I'm the master looter here. Where's Mandalore? Yo, where's Mandalore at? Okay. Alright, so yeah, Brother Quinn. Basically, back in the day, I think maybe Brother Balatin created the monks of the Way of the Lost Circle. Maybe it was created by Xanfi himself. It might have been Xanfi who created the monk caste, the Lost Circle. But either way, the way we are introduced to the Lost Circle in Everquest is through Brother Zephyl and Brother Quinn. One is in South Karana, one is in Wrath Mountains. And they say basically like, if you want to join their order, which is an order of 2, you have to prove yourself. And how do you prove it? You have to earn your top sash in your top headband from Lusun and Pobklosk, which are the monk masters in Freeport and Kanos. And then after you do that, you have to kill, or rather, I guess, since we're talking about monks, it would be more appropriate to say you have to defeat in battle 2 enemies of the Lost Circle, Raster of Guk and Targan the Rock. Targan the Rock is in Soulsec B. Raster, who I'm sure you guys all know, is in Lord Guk. So when you defeat them and you bring all that back, they give you the pattern and the recipe and everything, and you can sew your own robe of the Lost Circle, which inducts you into the Lost Circle. Then eventually you might, in the Dreadlands, meet a skeleton, a human skeleton, who is actually the undead version of Brother Balatin. Now, he's looking for people to repair the lost, I think it's the flute of Xanfi. Xanfi was a bard originally, and he created the Brotherhood of Lost Circle. So if you can get the 2 pieces of the pipe of Xanfi, one of which is owned by an Ixar betrayer in Shardok, and the other which is owned by a Drolvar Pawbuster in Karnor's Castle, then you will be able to turn in your robe to prove that you're a member of the Lost Circle and the pipe. And he will give you the robe of the Whistling Fists, which is kind of an homage to the fact that Xanfi was a bard. So that's a robe that lets you do, like, you know, your little Jonathan's whistling war song while you fight. Which, you know, if you think about it, you kind of should be able to whistle war songs while you fight anyway. But I digress. And that's all prerequisite to doing the Monk Epic. Oh gosh, what dumb lore did Cabinet Space redeem? Superman, if I want to tell you about your mage death, I mentioned it already on stream. I think you're the highest level person in the guild to die. Unfortunately, I do not have any footage of my paladin dying. I do have footage of my paladin soloing Garanel Ruxiv, which was pretty fun, and involves me exploiting Taunt and server ticks. Pound Pearl, thanks for the Prime sub, much appreciated. Camden, oh yeah, big 2 months on the streak, thank you, Camden. Hey, yeah, it's a shame. I should have been like, all right, group, I died, but we're gonna have to reenact this on stream at 8 p.m. Eastern so that everyone can see it. We'll just pretend it was the first time. What's going on, Alpha Blue? Alpha, when are you gonna start playing Everquest again, man? You've gone all the way in on GTA 5. I mean, it's entertaining though, I really loved it. Dude, I think I do have it running Chint, but I don't even know the hotkey to trigger it, you know what I mean? And to be fair, the moment you blow like a full week of real life playtime, the first thing I wasn't thinking was like I should hit like, you know, instant replay. I was like, no, I should go jump off a bridge or something. J-Rox, good to see you, dude. How's it going? Erikai, evening. Good to hear, Alpha Blue. We have a red here. Just run this character. Dude, I would die like... I don't even know if I would make it past the Scryer room on this character right now. So Alpha Blue, if you didn't hear, my party died in Lower Guk. I was pulling Ghoul Lord. Got rooted. Rip. J-Boots gone. Enameled Black Breastplate gone. Ghoulbane gone. Half of the Aegis of Life gone. So much gear. Just deleted. Lore on Zaide. Oh gosh. Alpha Blue literally wants the lore on Zaide. I got it. Why do the ogres and trolls hate each other? Okay. I'm gonna work my way down so I can maybe ignore Cabinet Space's local lore request. So it's not all the ogres and trolls that hate each other, but basically My group is getting trained right now, just so you know. Yeah. But they don't all necessarily hate each other. But as players, we tend to unfairly lump troll and ogre into like a similar category just because of their stat alignment, class association, and physical similar characteristics. But really, they were never allies in the first place. When the Relosian Empire existed, there wasn't a positive relationship between the ogres and the trolls. The trolls are as they've always been right now, so it's not like they used to be incredibly intelligent and had a great empire or anything. They always kind of were dumb, like brutes. And when the ogres encountered them, it wasn't always like the best experience. In fact, I think at one point the ogres took the Grosmok stone off of the trolls, and the trolls just didn't have it. They had no way to get it until way later, after the curse had been levied upon the ogres. So there is a history of enmity between the races, and now they're closer, but it's primarily just because they're both kind of at the bottom of the stack when it comes to Norathian races. Just take these 5 mobs up here. So some chips, that's I guess why they hate each other. They're just two races prone to conflict with anything they encounter. And it's more interesting that they don't hate each other more actively when you think about it. Alpha Blue, Loron Zaide. Well, I'm not really that interesting, so started playing Everquest in good old 1999 as an 8-year-old, and still here today. Not much has changed. I grew up slightly, but only slightly. Cabinet Space, you missed the local lore on this, I assume, like right before you got here. So for the second time tonight, the Warrens are basically just, it's an underground cavern system where a large tribe of Clan Kolbach kobolds live. They're led by a king, blah, blah, blah. But what's important to know is that I'm pretty sure Clan Kolbach is the clan where we get Rolfron Zek from. Basically, the kobolds were created by Burrell and then abandoned as he made races that he saw as superior to the kobolds. And from this abandonment, they were, they were either feeling forlorn or they were enraged. There was all kinds of negative sentiment about this. And one particular kobold was so angry about it that he attracted the attention of Ralos Zek. So Ralos Zek came down and extended a spark of divinity to Rolfron Zek. Well, I guess he wasn't Rolfron Zek at the time, he was just Rolfron. And he elevated him to demigod status within the Zek family, much like he did for Talon and Valiant and Sullen. So after that happened, these kobolds had a new god to worship. I think isn't he like technically the god of despair? I forget exactly what he's the god of now. But the kobolds are real emo about it. Breakout, thanks for the raid. Big breakout in the chat. Did at dying die? He did ICM. I think that's number 2 or 3 ICM, by the way. Yeah, T1. The paladin is gone. He died to the Ghoul Lord. Darn, this is the Agnar time lock progression server. It's permanently locked to Planes of Power. As we come around this corner, guys, it's going to get into like the Prince camp, and the level of mobs will probably jump dramatically. Hidden Tree Dev, thanks for the follow. Darnazan, thanks for the follow. Longhoss, here's your rat, the rat misc. Oh, Hex Code, what's going on, dude? Good to see you. Yeah, it was tragic seeing that Pally die. J-Boot's gone. Ghoulbane gone. Tons of fat loot gone. I'm gonna try to pull this, even though it's super dumb to do. Hidden Tree Dev with the 1 month sub. Much appreciated. Trolley with the sub. Thank you so much, Trolley. Trolley has decided to split $5 with Twitch. You're dang right, Keebs. People dying every day. Anyone who thinks they are dead set on being the server first, like not the server first. Anyone who thinks they're dead set on being the first 50, because I already got server first like 5 years ago. Anyone who thinks they're going to be the first 50 in Mandalorian, don't count it. until you ding. A lot of big people have already died multiple times in some cases. Long cost, did the button not all the way go down? There you go. Here's Rat. Wait a second, I don't see him either. Okay, there he is. I'm not even looking at my HP right now. I could just like suddenly die. And they'd be like, yeah, we were out of mana. And you had no HP. I'd be like, oh. Has a PL group, LOL. Sir, Camden, this is open all the way to Luckland, as you've seen by Bobby's stream. So we could actually be doing more broken zones than this. We could be in Paludal right now. Angel, I would count it. Any kind of death I could possibly have, except for someone griefing me and trying to kill me on purpose, I would count, personally. But in cases like that, where one of the members has been like, hey, Zaide, I crashed and like, or I fell 1,000,000 feet with a bug and it killed me. So, you know, people get killed by bugs or something they can't control, like a power outage. Which happened a lot to some of our folks because they were in Texas the first few days of this. I just said, hey, this is what I would do, but this is ultimately about fun and challenging yourself, so you do you, and I will not judge you openly either way. I will just judge you privately. That's it, Camden. All Bobby... Wait, where'd my group go? Oh, they're over there. All Bobby viewers are banned. Too many local lores in the same zone. I just moments ago finished local lore warrens. Can you get a Smoko village? Not right now. Maybe near the end. I wonder if we can kill Prince. Psych, level 18? Unlikely. We gotta run. Just run, just run. Land of the Pine, I died. I was killed in Lower Guck. Yeah, Bobby, I see. To be fair, I do that same shit to you on your stream. He didn't HT me. It looks like maybe he HT'd our Bard, though. Sad Camden training young Zaide. Did we all get out? No, where's Pied? Oh, okay. Yeah, he'll drop like a big 180 damage arm touch on you. Dude, Bobby, I can't wear cold iron armor as a troll, I'm pretty sure. Like, I can't wear bamboo splint, so I'm not even interested in cold iron. Maybe we'll go... Maybe in like the teens, we'll go to Kearns to get Bargain's Claw. You guys good to pop back in? By the way, Cube 30 and Blake's 7. Thanks for the follows. I missed yours and the rush of mobs getting trained. Why troll instead of master race XR? It's a fair question, Halberds. It's a fair question. I just wanted to be troll. But also, if you look at the starting stats for troll, see, here's my thing. XR and troll both look really cool. I'll rank them as equal on the cool factor. That's just me. I know some people disagree, but I put them as equal. And then troll has regen, same as the XR. Doesn't have the AC bonus, but I do have like an additional 40 strength and stamina. So it just seemed like too good to pass up, you know what I mean? I'm like, being a troll versus being an Ixar is like being born with an NTOV item. And then also like the huge nuisance of the armor situation with the Ixar. They can't wear plate, which is a huge hassle, until Valius, exactly one expansion later, when they suddenly can wear plate forever. But yeah, it's a pain. Are we 9-ish? $15 halberds. I think as an Ixar you can wear Darkforge, can't you? It's like arguably better. I don't know if Ixar can wear it. Maybe they can't. Trolls are good cooks. LOL. Erikai, so what you need to do is you need to come to the Warrens, dude. Check this out. So you know, in the guild, our trade skill policy is trade skill cost of crap plus 10. So come to the Warrens. The mobs at the entrance start at level 3. You can basically come here at level 1 with a group. Level 2, you'll be able to do a lot of content in the first like hallway or so. But they drop these. Let me check this out. Check this out. This right here is 3 platinum. This is 1 platinum. This is a couple gold. All that stuff that you see there, that dusty burlap armor, that's a couple gold. The leather armor is almost a plat, I want to say. You just get piles of cash thrown on you here. G-Dunk, my group survived and escaped. I was the only casualty, fortunately. Pitten, thank you so much for the sub, the big 2 months. Thank you so much for the congrats, as always. Yeah, absolutely. So now I'm thinking about trying to save for plate, but I might, by the time I can hit plate, which is going to be like, I don't know. Pied, how much will a full suit of plate cost me? We've got 2 blacksmiths in the guild who can make plate now. They're saying it would cost me about 600 plat to get a full suit. Or someone's saying 1300, so you know, it's just napkin math. $1,300 with some fails worked in. So I was thinking about saving up for some plate, but honestly, by the time I make 600-700 plat, I might be 25 and I might be able to just do the Dark Forge. So kind of depends. The rings are like 45 at the top. Let me open this up. Hey, Daydark, it's getting there. I've got a good group of people here. Maddie, what's going on? There might be. I mean, there's a ton of quests in here, but a lot of stuff here is geared for erudites. This might be... Why don't we just tank this at the entrance, you know? It's getting spicy in here. They did try to save me ICM. The cleric ran up and got a heal off on me, got like 1 or 2 heals off, and then one of the mobs ran for him. He had to pop double DA and then like run around and was able to get an origin off. Once I got low HP, everything started coming at me. Saved him, I think. Oh, I could get crusty armor, Bobby, right? That's what you're talking about? Seems doable. Sabrina, the answer to that question is yes. So Erikai, if you send a tell to Tree or Rye in my group, the Bard, he can hook you up with those rings. G-Dunk, I'm on Agnar. The whole Mandalorian guild is on Agnar, which is locked permanently in Planes of Power. Agnar has the equivalent EXP rate to Aerodune. We should get on the Shaman. This zone is just insanity. I'm like 100% out of mana. Look at that, 3 plat right there. Yeah, it's good. It's good, Alpha Blue. I'm having a lot of fun. Go ahead, Zone. Dude, look at this pet. This pet is a champion right now. Vibe Tribe. This is a retail server called Agnar. It's permanently locked in the Planes of Power expansion. I kind of think we should take a break, sell really quick, and then meet back up either at Kearns or Upper Guck. Because there's tons of mobs, but they're like deep blue right now, you know what I mean? Yeah, so we'll do Kearns. G-Dunk, the population on Agnar has been so-so at best. So usually the most I see online is 200 for the whole server. And of that 200, a lot of times Mandalorian, our guild, is 50 plus people. So we're usually like 25% or more of the server pop. You should. The Warrens is honestly, it's like a really awesome newbie zone. Brunlin, they should. So here's something that's weird about Agnar is they made it's no longer a preferred server. So why is it still something that you have to pay for? You know what I mean? If it's not in the preferred list, there you go. That dagger right there is 1 plat. 4 plat for everything in that bag, 2 plat for this one, and 1 plat for this one. So we just made like another 12 platinum in that level. You know, Vibe, they just released a stream last night. The server that is doing the emulation for EQOA, they've got it in a pretty good state now. I think now they're really working on filling in the content, like getting the stats for the old mobs and everything like that. But they were running around with a bunch of people online, doing a lot of cool stuff. Feels bad, man. Spec Beast over here rolled at the same time as me, level 18. Rocking the cracked staff and the bronze mace, though. Yeah, definitely Brunlin. Nuker, the paladin died. He did die. He was killed by the Ghoul Lord and the rest of the Ghoul Lord's room in Lower Guck. ICM, where you at? Number 4. Genic, my previous permadeath character, the paladin, is dead. What is the project called? Let me get you that answer really quick. It is called EQOO. It's called EQOA Revival. EQOA Revival. I'm really interested. I think it's still going to be like at least a year before we see it come out, unfortunately. But it'll be really good when it does. So the seller in my group has been, we had an erudite in the group. He was going and selling all the stuff, our master looter, and he has 41 plat. 41 plat from selling everything that he was looting in there, which he's going to split with us, aka give to me. Ah, I see vibe. I feel like the number of people who played primarily EQOA is way small. Like a lot of EQ players played EQOA also, but most of the time it was the other direction. So it's cool that you played primarily EQOA. I never played Final Fantasy XI, though I wish I did. Yeah, I'm not crazy about Inithul. Honestly, trying to get a guild invite to Mandalorian as a troll was challenging. I died like 2 times. Had to restart this level 1 character. Etris, the paladin, died. Serbi, the paladin, died. Yes. Yes. Killed in Lower Guck by the Ghoul Lord. I mean, if you gotta get killed by something, at least it's the Ghoul Lord, right? Thousands of hours into all 3, Cabinet. Cabinet, I didn't realize how hardcore you were. Thousands of hours into Everquest online adventures. That's true. Big Keebs with the most marvelous death so far, dying to Lotazal. Does he have Mitigation of the Mighty on this server? The group bailed Etris. They all gated out. Wait, where am I going? Whoops. Dude, you bat phoned on a PS2? Yeet. Alright, it's just a troll at this point, ICM. This doesn't count. Yeah, Pally's dead. Liak usually yells at me whenever a character dies for starting the next stream without a command that just, like, you know, shoots a blurb out. Cabinet, what guild were you in on the PlayStation 2? Ethereal? Some big Norok down there. Dude, there's a chance that I just die walking across the pit here. I need to go like the long way. Mr. Green was in blood on Farron's Hope. I'm a huge troll fan as well, Steve. So do you play like trolls and gnomes? So ICM, the guilds that so what I'm familiar with from the era of like 99 to 2003 were phone trees. Not like today where you had like, you know, instant, like one button, everyone got called. Is that what you did? Yeah, so Kevin, you had a phone tree, right? Every single person had a group of people they called. Apollo, Mando challenges on Agnar because it's permanently locked in, Planes of Power, and there's very low population. Yeah, so what we would do is like, I would get a call from somebody, right? And then I'd be like, okay, got it. And then I would have my phone tree. It might be like 10 people, and I would call my 10 people, and each one of my 10 people might have 10 people that they would call. You know what I mean? In a perfect world, everyone logs in, but usually half of them don't answer their phone. Oh, okay, Cabinet. So you probably had like a phone tree of like 3 people then, right? Etris, how furious am I that EQ live butchered troll and ogre models? Well, I don't look at them ever, so I don't have to worry about it. Like, you know on live, Etris, that you could turn on classic models? So I don't have to worry about it. But yeah, I mean, it sucks. It sucks that the Lucklin models are so bad. Revs, what's going on, dude? Good to see you. How you been, Revs? Revs, as you can see, the young Zaide sucks at dying. Got really good at dying. It's time to slay the dragon, guys. Well, you know, Decor, it is subjective, I guess. And only in the loosest interpretation of subjectivity. But, so you're entitled to like the Lucklin models. But you're like one of 3 people I know who do. Thank you, Revs. I was about to say, like, Kern's Tower pick zone hype. But we're not going to get that. I don't know. Have you seen the Erudites? Leafy Greens? It's like they were like, we really need to dial these foreheads up. Erudite foreheads, Lucklin models, dial that up to 10 for me, please. Originally, they gave them a 5-head. You knew they were smart. It was just a little bit bigger. They wore hoods. It was okay. Now they've got like a cranial. I'm not worried about Chester. What was that? Well, Revs, I'm trying my best. Have you been grouping, Revs? I was really lucky that my whole group was willing to re-roll to help me get back up. Wolf, good to see you, dude. How you been? Dude, right, Chint? If we pick zone, a dev's gonna come down and be like, alright, delete all the boxes. Wait, what do you mean there's actually people here? Right, yeah, I agree with that, Cabinet. If they did the emulator successfully, it'll be bigger than Red 99. But I don't think it'll ever touch Blue 99. You know what I mean? Dude. The Velius helm graphics are so good for some races. Grats Decor. Well, once I get like 26, I think I can group with most of my group mates now because they're like level 40. Oh, G-Dunk, no, definitely not. 0% chance. Even if they made a new EQ successfully, I'm sure it would suck. Honestly, they need to make a good expansion before I trust them to make a good Everquest sequel. Nice, what level's your enchanter, Wolf? Hey, Vibe, glad you recognize it. Welcome 2.0. That's what they've been doing, right? They've been doing 2.0s. We did Valley's 2.0, Kunark 2.0. Now it's time to return to the moon. Joining late, did the paladin pass away? Fellseeker, I prefer to use the phrase that Zaide sucks at dying, became much better at dying. When you look at it through that lens, it's more of a positive thing. All of our plat making strategy with the Warrens, we're like paying it back now. by being in currents where you make like 5 silver a level. Always improving. Hey. Yo, Chin, I'm kind of surprised that you didn't get in on this hardcore madness. Evening, Jakarkin. Oh, Final Fantasy 14. That makes sense. Chin, did I tell you that I'm trying to break Guinness's record for most time spent playing an MMORPG without sleep? Like, not right now, but in the relatively near future, I'll be trying that. Cabinet space. You'll go crazy if you see how bad it is. I think the record is like 34 hours. It's disgustingly easy to beat. Half this chat could beat it right now. Yeah, trust me, I get it. I know a lot of you, myself included, have beat that time before just on like TLP launches. I don't know why it's so low. Well, actually, I have a good idea. The record is 34, yeah, and it's because, check this out. To break a Guinness record officially and be recognized, you have to put in an application, and the application takes 16 weeks to be reviewed. That's not the application like, hey, I broke the record, tell me if it's good. That's the application for them to like say, yes, you can attempt to break the record, here are the specific rules to do so. And if you do your event before then and submit it, they'll say it doesn't count, you have to redo it. 16 weeks. Variety. My paladin, he died. Good lord. Got him. Alright, I just got auto split 6 plat from our seller. From the Warrens. Big 31 plat. Getting there, boys. It has to be, so I'm able to submit a video, like video evidence, and there has to be 2 people to serve as witnesses for every 4-hour block of time. This is the way, Taiku. This is the way. It's okay, Mr. Styles. We don't need news. We know what's coming. Don't give up hope.
This is the way.
So I'm just gonna have Twitch chat be my witnesses, okay? Whoa, Disgruntled Ghost, how you doing, dude? Thanks for that Prime sub, much appreciated. Good to see you. Disgruntled Ghost's first time ever playing Everquest broke the Guinness Book of World Records MMO time. His first time ever playing, he sat down on Agnar launch with a static group of 5 other people and played for like 40 hours straight. Zyko Mantis, with the 10 gifted subs. You're crazy, dude. Thank you so much, Zyko. Appreciate you showing some love. Big Zyko is always like the first person in the chat when I start the stream. And Zyko was in my first ever static group. The first one I ever did. Hey, away from keys. How's it going, dude? Man, Zyko looking good with that first badge on your name. Don't worry, Liak. We'll get you and Zythan to take shifts. I'm good. Ooh, more Slicks Woods. Hey, thanks. Nuker, they are. But yeah, so I didn't even talk about the bounty leaderboard. Right now, my character who is dead and is thus no longer accruing bounty points is number 2. Oh, my hand is offset on the keyboard. Is number 2 on the bounty board. I think at the 1 week mark, I was still in first place. But now Ghastly, Big Ghastly, are you in the chat, is winning the bounty race. And of course, young Zaide Paladin will never gain another bounty point since he has perished. am I accepting challengers? Oh, feel free. You just have to submit a request to the Guinness Book of World Records and wait 16 weeks. And then shortly after my one, you can break my record. Dang, Ghastly with an FBSS? No way. I think Ghastly also got a Pegasus cloak today. That's pretty crazy. Vibe Tribe, it does in the sense that when you die, you just log out and delete your character. But that's it. There's no official support for it. That's just a self-imposed rule set that we all adhere to in the Guild Mandalorian. Oh look, big Slask behind us. Look at him with his raw silk robe, looking good. Oh, he got the Swiftclaw sash? Oh, I'm so jealous. Ding level 10, boys. Feels good, feels good. It doesn't cost anything to attempt Taiku, but if you want them to, quote, expedite it, because once you submit the footage, for them to certify is another 16 weeks. So a total of 32 weeks. You can, at any point, right, if you want them to either review your application quicker or certify it more quickly, they'll do either of those things in like 3 days instead of 16 weeks, and you have to pay a small one-time fee of $1,000. Ominous name. Have you ever had the Jewel? Have you ever had the... Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm reading this wrong. Yes. It sucked, dude. I don't even want to think about the fact that it was the first night and I got a Ghoulbane. That actually makes it feel a lot worse. I can't wait till we get clarity in this group so I can have mana while not medding. Dude, this Corridor's time right now is so good. I'm gonna meditate for a sec. Felt bad. Felt very bad. All right, I'll be right back. 1 second.
I've been having these weird thoughts lately. Like, is any of this for real or not? Whoa.
Gosh, it looks kind of different now. Maybe everything we've done, maybe it was all for nothing. Keyblade's chosen one. He's a lucky kid.
All right, we are back. Sorry about that. Yeah, dude, I feel like everybody's doing some kind of like Final Fantasy, Chrono Trigger, lo-fi mix the last couple of days. I'm so derivative. ABQ, the paladin, has perished. Lower Guk takes another one. Let's just work our way back down. And we'll try going up this way, actually. So Zythan, or sorry, not Zythan, Slask, I owe you Warslick's Woods lore. I went AFK so I could quickly go look it up. That way I would look like I knew it. Just kidding. Ooh, keeps selling a lumberjack's cap? That's gotta be like 100 plat at least. I can't afford it. I gotta pass. If he's selling it for 16 plat, I gotta be like, yeah, not in good conscience. For items that are like not trade skill items that you're buying from guildies, I've been trying to stick to like, if they're around your level, so they could actually do the same camp as you, you can almost just give it to them. But if they're not, like you're selling it to like a lower level character, then I try to look at like what the price is on blue or something along those lines and go from there. In the interest of the no twinking rule. Welcome back. Drogmeat, here's your Estrella of Gloom Water. So Slazik, you probably know this. I knew this back when I was like doing a lot of Kunark lore. I forget if Warslick was one of the forest giants. Was he the forest giant leader, or was he one of the Ixar generals who subjugated... I think there was an Ixar general who subjugated the forest, but the leader of the forest giants who resisted the Ixar conquest was Warslick. I think that's the way it was. What level is this? 14? We can do 14s. Yeah, we can skip this Nier Automata song. Start a bar, what's going on, dude? This guy is a little bit chunkier than I expected. Yeah, so I want to say that he was the forest giant leader who resisted the Ixars. Oh yeah, so I was telling you guys earlier, I mentioned briefly about the whole undead bane weapons. Check this out. When Luckland came out, there were a group of vampires in Tenebrous Mountains and a few other zones called the Coterie, right? And they were a vampire with a VAMPYRE, I think. And there was a series of quest weapons you could get, or you could get them as drops sometimes, that had really, really good ratios when you factored in the bane damage vampire. And it only worked on the Coterie vampires. You can get them pretty early, like level 20, from like Catacastellum. But over the years, that mob type, vampire, got merged into general undead, which means you can now go get those, run into Lower Guk, and you've got like an incredible weapon. Let me try to look one of them up for you really quick while we med. Okay, so you can buy one in Kata. Just buy it for 14 plat from a vendor. Damage 2, delay 23. Bane damage plus 10. And it's going to be bane damage on dead. So it's a 1223 magic weapon for 14 plat. but there's even better ones. Let me pull up the crazy one. Johannius, Stake of Slaying, 421, Bane damage 12, 2 strength, 2 dex. So it's a 16-21 ratio when you're fighting undead. 16-21, boys. Yeah, Roland, it's like the same for me. I mean, I'm not super rusty on all the EQ lore, but when there's like certain areas of the lore that you don't touch on very often or don't read on for a while, you just lose it. They have a torch, Slazik, that you can get. Let me see. It's called Phosphorus Torch. It's a one-hand blunt. 1 damage, 9 damage Bane Undead, and 4 fire damage. So it's like a 14 damage and 24 delay weapon. Away from Keys, thanks for the follow. Our mage accidentally attacked the odd mole here. So he's got to go zone. Because that thing is going to wreck house. So here's the thing, Slazik. If you're trying to get one of those phosphorus torches, the guards in Tenebrous Mountains wield them. Which means you can drag somebody to the guards, let them fight, and when the guards are at like 51% and the enemy's dead, you can just jump on the guard and get a relatively easy kill. I think they're like level 35 to 40, the guards there. Honestly, Medusa, that's a good question. Soldung C. So if you guys haven't seen it, much later and kind of in between expansions, they added a 3rd dungeon to Nagavin's Lair. You know, you have Soul A, you have Soul B, there's also a Soul C, which you can access by jumping over like a lava area in Soul B. And there is another raid mob there. I think that one gets into like more Brel nonsense, Medusa, but I'm not positive because it came out a little bit after my time. But I think that's the way that works. Like that, there's like basically a demon who's like almost like a fire elemental kind of manifestation there, and he's like a raid mob. If you're on a TLP server, by the way, that doesn't have Soul C in it yet, you can zone into Soul B from Soul A, and it'll put you at the Soul C zone line, and then you just back up 1 step, and it zones you to Kanos Aqueducts. No joke, try it. Yeah, Soul C is kind of cool. It's just unfortunate, like, all those in-between zones that were not part of a raw expansion launch, on TLP servers, they add them at a point where they're, like, totally pointless. So, Soul C is an example. The Vishan's Peak revamp is an example. The revamp of the zone Kazakh Thule, another example. Like, it used to be Luckland, now it's power, so it sucks. The Warrens come out at a point where you never use them anymore. Very unfortunate. Yeah, Stonebroom, Jagged Pine Forest, all those zones could be released at a different time when they, like, I think they should look at those zones and look at where the gear and the mob levels scale and open them based on that rather than when they actually dropped in the timeline. That way people will actually use them, because TLPs are not like normal servers where there's like a constant infusion of new people, and so there's a healthy level spread across all ranges forever. It's the opposite, you know what I mean? Like, people come in a huge initial wave, and that bulk of people hit max level, and there's just a big glut of max level players, and slowly that number dwindles over time. Yep, Vexar. Chardock B. Yep, we'll go down.
No! My heart belongs to me!
That sucks, Chukarkin. Oh, man. What level was he? The Warrens is crazy dangerous. It's so easy to get, like, overwhelmed by piles and piles of NPCs. What's up, VJFX? Kearns is nice and easy. I don't remember ruling. It's good to see you, dude. Stogram, here's your Fibby Darpaw. Dude, that's brave. Knocking out named at level 18 in there. What's up, Moogle? Good to see you. I feel like it's been a while, level 99. My bad, wrong way. We just go down here. Whew, that is quite the grind, dude. I know those early AAs do not come easily. Look at these boots. 1 AC, 10 stamina. I wonder how much this kind of thing should sell for. 624. That could be a good weapon for me. Yeah, everybody wants that thing. All right, we're at the bottom now. Oh, I remember, man. I remember getting my first Valium weapon. I feel like the first 2 months after Valius came out, you used to see that little that proc everywhere. Like everybody had them. The nice blue shards thing. Big Superman. Oh my goodness. Subscribing for 4 months at tier 3. Soup. If you want, let me know. I can get you a custom emote, like Ides, that only people in tier 3 can use. Chat, if you guys didn't know, Big Superman here. His mage died today. He was the highest level character in the guild. Or he's the highest level character to die so far in the guild. What was your mage? Level 40, right, Soup? "41. 41. The end is in sight. Almost ready for the plains." It'd be really good to get one of the skulls, the Skull of Torture here. Dude, Roland, he got killed by brother Zephyl. They recently patched Brother Z and Brother Q. They were already pretty mean, you know, they hit for like 150 or like maybe 300, and they hit really fast, they have flying kick, all that jazz. But now, they also have, what is it, a 2k or a 5k proc? They have a really big nuke DD that they proc. Booker, good to see you. The big 3 months, thank you so much. How you been, dude? Yeah, now they're like beyond Guildmaster power. They want to discourage people from killing them to get ropes. I'm good. I'd be better if I was on a level 40 paladin, but instead I am on a level 10 troll. Oh, Slazik, am I KSing you there? Sorry about that. Yeah, so they're beefy now, but actually it doesn't fix the problem. Because with 5 mages, you could still just solo them. That's the thing about, like, classic mobs, is that enough mages can kill them with trivial ease. It doesn't matter how hard they hit or how much HP they have. Unless they have, like, an AE. I guess an AE DD proc would do it, because you can't exploit the AEs on that server. I don't know. It depends on how often he procs the big DD rolling. If he procs it frequently, you'd need at least 5, so you have cast time, because it does take a second to cast the pets, you know what I mean? Got a duck to fit in the store. Well, they did a huge patch recently that was basically like, it changed a bunch of the Everquest. It made some pieces easier for some classes that were bottlenecks, you know what I mean? But it heavily encouraged players to do the appropriate quest line rather than a lot of skips that people have found over the years. So, for instance, they did that so you are heavily discouraged from cheesing the quest by getting the robe from Brother Z and Brother Q, which, by the way, I have done every single time I've ever done the Monk Epic. But they made Raster of Guk and Target the Rock much more common. So Raster was a 2% spawn chance on like a 22-minute respawn zone, you know what I mean? So unbelievably rare. And, you know, we knew that from anecdotal experience trying to camp that mob. Oh, this mob can be tough for us. So yeah, we knew that Raster was really rare, but they increased them to 10%, so it's much, much easier, 5 times more likely to get a Raster spawn than you used to be. So at least there's that, you know what I mean? Yeah, VT is rough, man. You know, if you have players trying so hard to exploit a particular zone, because there have been a series of exploits for Vexthal, they got to look at how the zone is designed and laid out to make it less. They need to discourage people from exploiting by fixing the game design. You know what I mean? Like, Vexthal sucks. That's why people try to find a way around all the trash. How about you make it more fun and less terrible? And then even if exploits exist, fewer people will utilize those exploits or search for new exploits. Kindle's not that bad, Village, but Soul A in general is just so dangerous, you know what I mean? But if you have a solo shot at Kindle, you can probably take him if he is even or below. Right, Mufasa. So we heard the story on that officially from the guy who did it on one of A Very Loving Robots streams. Basically, one dude was assigned Vexthal, and he had like a week to make it, and that's why the zone sucks. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's true. You know, a lot of people forget that both Envelius and Luckland, they had to go through and redo a lot of the raid loot, the top end raid loot. Like the original Blade of Carnage, the original Vulak loot table was all terrible, and it got patched in to be better much later. Plane of Sky was the same way in Classic. The original Plane of Sky quest yielded weapons which are like our items which were good, but were really not as good as you would expect. And they went through and updated those, and no one ever thinks about it anymore. Yeah, I'm gonna let them mess with that. No sense in rushing down there at the same time as them. We good for 2? Stogrim, I did die. I died in Lower Guck on the Paladin, doing the Ghoul Lord room at level 37. It sucked because our group was like on fire. We killed Frenzy a bunch of times. We killed the Archmage. We killed like every named in Lower Guck dead side except for the Ghoul Lord. Went to pull it. I did my taunt pull trick. I was a little bit too close, just a hair too close. And I got rooted on the first melee round, stuck in the room, getting beat on by a 45, a 47, and a 45. This is the way, Rulin. I gotta go. I'm gonna take this character straight back to Lower Guck. Maybe I'll finish out 50 and Kedge. Thank you, Medusa. Yeah, I know, but it's just like, it feels like unfun to do it that way. You know what I mean? I know I could like farm bards or go camp like a single spawn on a 6-minute timer and get to 50 or 60, and I wouldn't die. But I want to do it without dying, playing the way I would always play. Indeed, Taiku. It turns out he was pretty good at dying. I'm probably gonna get killed by myself being fat on this character. Trying to squeeze through a tunnel. I have secured a shrink pot supplier, but it's pretty expensive, so I'm gonna wait till like I'm probably like 30 to start buying shrink pots. I think it's a 9 plat per pot per charge. Who are we talking about, Chris? I forgot already. Hey, no Mayo. Thanks for the follow. I don't want to mess with that room. Fine steel scimitar. I'm about to get that upgrade, boys. Is that from the basement fingered skeleton? Oh, he wasn't good at dying. Yeah, I get it. My bad. My poor group has to follow me like as I meander through these hallways back and forth over and over again like an idiot. See, like, this fine steel scimitar just dropped from a mob that my group could pretty easily kill, the fingered skeleton downstairs. So, it's okay to trade. Well, Rulin, it's funny you ask. It's because I don't agree that the Ixar are much cooler. In my mind, they are equally cool, and the Troll has a better stat lineup, so that's why I went Troll. I acknowledge that the Ixar are incredibly cool. I just think that Trolls are also, super cool. The one thing we can all agree on is that Ogres are not cool. Dude, the AC, yeah, but think about the plate armor I can't wear. Well, Rulin, our on a pop server it doesn't really matter, but this guild is guild self-found, which means, it is very hard to gear up for the most part. And we're locked to Lucklin. So I wouldn't be able to use any classic or Kunark plate armor. Ding, 11. I think they do ICM. Like, I wouldn't be able to do Dark Forge armor. Rulin, I'm not sure. Do you know the rules of the Guild Mandalorian that we're in? I don't want to explain them if you already know. Yeah, that group's already down there. We can go back up top now. Wait, did I go the wrong way? I think I went the wrong way. There we go. We're up to Lucklin. Lucklin is our top expansion. But yeah, so, you know, for a character that spends probably the most, if not all of his time, like level 30 or lower, because, you know, you tend to die before you hit max level on these, it's better to be a troll. Also, you have to look at the stat differences. I've got probably a combined more than 40 strength stamina advantage over the Ixar, which is really, really hard to beat. Right, yeah, we banned all the newbie quests. Too easy. Yeah, it's true, I don't have a tail, but I wouldn't be this ugly if I was an Ixar, you know? I've been using that Burinai. Oh, brittle. I've been using that Burinai dagger for so many levels now that my one-hand slashing skill is probably terrible. Yeah, 43. Got a lot of improving to do before I'm good with this weapon. I can change my face, but I just went with this one for now. I think I might change it to the scarred up face. Leok, I kept in the specific Ixar quests which were part of like the Kunark Ixar lines. The Ixar are like the weird one where they had like some stuff was added in Lucklin and some stuff wasn't. But we tried to split that out as best we could. So yeah, you could do like the Monk quest, the Per Scale armor. You could do the Dreadscale armor. You can do the Green Mist, the Warrior Pike, the Necro Skull Cap, all that stuff is fine. But you can't do like the Beast Lord armor quest because that's all Lucklin quality. Like you look at stat for stat, it's the same, and you can do it at like level 5. There, that's the one I like. This is the best troll face. I also like the purple eye face though. I don't know if trolls have a bad face. They all look so good. But what I'll tell you is it's going to be sick when we put some plate on this guy. The only downside to the troll, and I mean the only one, is you don't get a barrel pull. Yo, how crazy is it that a troll starts with more agility than a dwarf? How could this thing be more agile than a dwarf? Look at all the midsection weight I have to carry around. Which ones can drop glowing skulls? It's all AC, baby. Dang, Jukarkin with the shots fired. Dwarves are Danny DeVito. I can kind of see it, man. We don't get many of those upstairs, do we? Did our original group do bargain at 14 or 16? We did bargain at like some crazy low level. If you see one, just pull them in. You can't pull in here sometimes, the mobs just give up. Yeah, it's crazy how bad half-elf stats are. Why'd they do that? Rip. We are looking for a glowing skull so that I can turn it into the undead cook. What is there any item? Frank. Cash, Zaide did die. Feels bad, man. Feels real bad. Welcome back, ICM. ICM, are we at 10 yet? Alright, here's our glowing skull. Get ready. You re-rolled as a wizard. By the name of your Twitch account, I'm guessing you stuck with the wizard. You enjoyed it. It's X. Hey, Cash. So I died in Lower Guck pulling the Ghoul Lord and his guards. Caught that sick root while my group was all the way in the safe hall. It was a wrap from there. I'm a big fan of Rend myself, but Conflag's nice. Dude, it must have been so cool back in the day to get Ice Comet when Lady Vox dropped it. Imagine you join like some pug group and you're just dropping Ice Comets and people are like, what is that? Like, yeah, it's a spirit bomb. Don't ask questions. No, champ, stop trolling. Zeb kills. Thanks for the follow. Unfortunately, Cash, it was done off stream. Oh, Novacham, I thought you were trolling. Yeah, the paladin died. I was pulling the Ghoul Lord and his guards in Lower Guck and got rooted and killed. Doing a lot of the quests before anyone else must have been very difficult. A lot of quests have pieces that are pretty much like lost to time that told you how to do them. And when people wrote up the guides, it made the aspects of those quests that tell you how to find and complete the quest irrelevant, and so they're gone. Like Pa of Upala is a perfect example. Whenever someone does the Pa of Upala quest, you just, you go get the rings, you do the Moltor part, and then that's it, right? You get your Pa, easy. But if you wanted to do it originally in 1999 and there was no Allah or a guide for you to look up on how to do the Pa of Upala, you had to sit in like the Fish's Ale in South Kanos and hear Mick Coder talk to his buddy in the bar and then give them some wine and they would give you more details. they would tell you to meet some dude in West Corona. You go in West Corona and talk to this dude, and he tells you more all about the Pala and how to find it. And then you start the rest of that process. But all of that is just information. That's just like background. And if you can just look it up and find out how to do it, then you skip it all. Hey, nice, Rulin. It's a good quest. Jukarkin, I legit might go monk next. The only thing is I have been so spoiled by taunt pulling that I am scared to go monk and have to pull like a real person again. Yeah, Conflict, I hope to play Pantheon when it comes out. And be the god puller. We need tanks in this guild, sir. Right, Alpha Blue? There's a lot of stuff like that still, and people just don't know. Like, there are a lot of quests in Everquest where if you were not able to look it up, you'd have no idea how you knew to do things. I actually really don't like perception, to be honest with you, Conflag. But I don't think we've really seen a completed version of that system yet. The group was like, oh, we got a glowing skull, give the first one to Zaide, and then someone was like, yes, and someone was like, no, I think we should roll, and it was already too late. They're probably just joking anyway, but privilege. That's the way it should be, Alpha Blue. You're a hero to the people for adding that information. The thing I don't like about the perception system is it just like appears, you know what I mean? There's not analysis done when the perception system is in. That's just my take on it. Like, you walk into a room and like suddenly there's a perception queue that tells you everything you need to know. And I'm sure, like, you know, if we bring this up to the devs, they'll be like, hey, it's going to be more nuanced than that, Zaide. Don't worry about it. You know, but we'll just see how that actually manifests in the end. I like that when I walk into EverQuest, like, you know, no one tells me that there are spiders in Kern's tower, but I see the spider webs, and I know there are ordinary spiders. That's like a bad example, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't like that when I walk into a room in Pantheon, potentially, there's a perception queue, which tells me significant things I need to know. In EverQuest, I have to use context clues, or I've got to talk to NPCs the old-fashioned way. And I really, really hate when you interact with an NPC and it generates a pop-up on your screen where their chat is. Like, I really like the native chat windows where you like say, hey, hey King Bale, what's up, dude? I heard you're maybe a Bloodsaber. And he's like, nah, man, that's not me. Catch me in the sewers and I'll prove you wrong. You know what I mean? That's the way I like to be. You don't see it anymore. You're absolutely right, Roland. Variety Void. So the way it works is like your bounty progress is character based. So my bounty score for Zaide Sucks, the Paladin, stays there on the leaderboard. But anything Zaide Bach does will be totally different. Hello. They're not added together, they're kept separately. That way, if you got like a 6 score, you'll still be on the leaderboard, just like an arcade cabinet, you know what I mean? When you die, your high score stays there. So the respawn time on this dude is like 54 minutes. I don't know if he's still down from when we killed the PH, or if the other group got him. I hate that, Nuker, I'll tell you that. Cat quest markers kill me. It's like a run the other way marker. Why is everything dead? I need more respawns. Snack time, boys. I don't know anything about that because I don't eat fish. But if you try it, the worst thing that could happen would be you die. Alpha, are you able to watch Twitch at work? I'm envious. You don't want to lose your corpse. Consent me before you try it, snack time. I got you, fam. Pied, are you like overweight? I saw your character doing the walking animation. I was like, dang, is Pied like ultra encumbered? Hey, Dread Pirate, thanks. You know, Pirate, as I said that, I was like, he could be interpreting this way differently than how I meant it. Like, yeah, dude, and I'm not the person I want to be necessarily, but I didn't think it was that bad. Jeez. I don't know, Pied. I think your characters look pretty trim myself. I don't remember the mobs taking this long to respawn. I'm just jumping back to the first floor, starting there. They're still yellow. Yeah, Pally died, Ugmuck, unfortunately. The big ol' ghoul lord took me out. He said my holy quest is at an end. Yo, Longhoss, send me a Discord message, and I'll just respond to you with a link to this playlist. It was off stream because I like to make my mods mad and disappoint all my viewers. I thought for sure we would kill it. I thought it'd be all good. This character, Zaide Bach, is going to kill the Ghoul Lord and the Froglock King. There you go, Longhoss. Dude, I wish we could still do the who, like P99. On P99, you could just like /who zone short name, and it'll tell you how many people are in that zone that are not like roleplay anonymous. You can't do that on retail servers. Like P99 actually offers you a better /who utility than retail does. Dread, it's a lo-fi Square Enix mix. So yeah, there's some Kingdom Hearts in there. Yeah, so chat, if you guys don't know this, because Daybreak Games, now Dark Paw Games, recently upgraded their servers, there's been this awesome new thing where if there are more than, like, the more people you put in a zone, the slower the entire respawn rate for the zone becomes. And conversely, if there's like no one in there, it could be faster than usual. Because having that many people there bogs the server down. Thank you, Dark Paw, for upgrading your servers. The players appreciate this. Don't worry, guys. It's not intentional. It really wasn't intentional. It's just a product of the new, upgraded, and more expensive server system they have. Scarious. What happened to the Pally? I did a a Twitch poll, and I said if 10 people ask what happened to the pally, I'll delete it on stream right now, and it happened instantly. No, I got killed by the Ghoul Lord in Lower Guck. I was trying to pull his room. I wasn't actually trying to pull him. I was just trying to one by one the guards and then get him last. So I walk up to the guard on the left of the Ghoul Lord. You know, I do one of these. I stand like right here. I press my taunt button and I go to run. Taunt is really weird. Taunt works just a hair outside of melee range, and if you do it perfectly, they won't hit you. I did not do it perfectly on this occasion, and he hit me. Normally it's not a big deal, but on his very first hit, he procced Root, and that was all she wrote. My group tried to come save me, but to no avail. Kermit, thank you so much for the sub. Oh, and a gifted sub. Thanks so much, dude. Appreciate you showing all that love. Our enchanter just hit level 11, guys. Why are you charming a blue, dude? Go big. You gotta at least charm an even con. Yeah, I was pulling the Ghoul Lord from to the safe hall, so it was definitely dumb of me. I was just on fire at the time. I had Lay on Hands up. I used it. I had Origin. I tried to cast it twice. Got interrupted. Like, it was just... I just got chewed through. They killed me so quick. So, Novacham, I was level 37. If that gives you any insight into how quickly the 245s and level 47 NPCs killed me. Like, it was over in a flash. I don't know that I could have resolved a cancel magic, to be honest. No yak. Yeah, right? Yaks don't exist.
Since toxin got to you, but you're still alive. Praise be to Yevon. Praise be to Yevon.
I'm rocking that yellow comp charm pet. Doing work. See how often this breaks. Pumice is not instant, unfortunately, Taiku. But also, you guys really overestimate me if you think I'm running around with pumice stones. I'd rather just re-level.
Listen to my story. This may be our last chance.
Oh my gosh, Dread Pirate. I would quit Everquest before I played an Ogre. It's the worst race that you could possibly choose for anything. Well, you know what? I'll say it. I would play a Vashir before I played an Ogre. I'm the coolest looking race. I've got 6 stats. I've got regen. Look at my face, dude. Dude, ogres are so boring. Dude, they're the color of this tile. And they're just gargantuan and dumb. Yeah, they have the best stats. They have the best stats in the game. I get it. but it's not worth sacrificing all your swag for those few additional stat points. Yeah, you've got frontal stun immunity, but you will always lose Fashion Quest. It's just not worth it. Only difference is their skin color. Dude, look at the ears. Look at the nose and the chin. You know what this troll is? Aerodynamic. Look at this. I'm built to break through the wind. Troll with their big bowling ball head? No. Sir, please. Frontal stun immunity, dude. You know what kind of immunity ogres also have? Girlfriend immunity. If you bring a girl over and she sees that you have an ogre as your character in EverQuest, you're dumped on the spot. Ask Trolley. But if she sees that troll, you got it sewn up. What's up, J Twigs? I will go ahead and say that the female ogre models I think are actually better. Not better than like Troll, but they're better than their male counterparts and are acceptable characters. Wait, no, I saw it. I saw it. ICM.
Wherever you go.
That might be a font thing on your end, but I saw it. The good old SpongeBob style. We should get into a real war. Sir, why? You understand if we got into a real war, I'd probably have to stop streaming, at least temporarily. Rob, thanks for the follow. Luckland models are at least as good as regular models. Get out. Hello, hello. Jimbo Slice, thanks for the follow. LOL, pirate. That's how I do, Rob. They don't deserve it. Phoenix, thanks for the follow. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I suck. To be fair, I did name the character Zaide Sucks, so everyone had an idea beforehand how it was going to go down.
That's right. We were together.
Permanent, please no. Please don't do it. I'm going to give up on EverQuest lore. My brain's too smooth. I'm in America, Dread Pirate. We're no longer living in the land of the rising sun. Oh, and game, Kern's Tower. Dimitri with a follow? Oh my gosh, Dimitri. Thanks so much. Oh, hey, you know what? I need to give a shout out too. By the way, folks, I recently did another interview / episode with EverQuest, one of the leading EverQuest podcasts, maybe the only EverQuest podcast. I don't know. But yeah, it's a great group of guys. They do a podcast called EverQuest. They had me on a couple weeks ago for an interview, just talking about lore and other associated nonsense. I had a lot of fun, and they asked me to be on again this past weekend. So Saturday, I did an episode with them. It is currently on Spotify and all other places where you can view podcasts, or not view them because you can't watch them, but you can listen to them. So check them out if you like that sort of thing. They do a lot of good episodes, much more interesting than episodes with me on them, by the way. So feel free to check those out too. Dread Pirate, thanks for continuing that gift sub, dude. Yeah, bad gift. They have the sick lean. It might be nimble. I've seen some other like fly-by-night kind of cute podcasts that pop up and then they're gone. But those guys are awesome. I really enjoy being on the show with them. Agreed. You don't like standing in the center of your horse like a spear? Hey, thanks, dude. I'm a big fan. I shouldn't say that. I'm an average fan. It's the internet. People will be like, "You're a big fan. What's your favorite song from their 1986 album? What year did Danzig quit? If you don't know, you're not a real fan." No, but I'm a fan. They have 50% less bad information. That's awesome. Number one reason to get an AON. Now, if only we could get AONs with the classic skeleton illusion. J-Chan, where you at, dog? Ooh, that sucks. Another PH. Another 54 minutes before we get a chance to turn in our item here. Dude, chat, I've gotten 109 bone chips. Not even paying attention, that's crazy. I won't summon 100 pets this entire run. It might rule in, but I think it would be a worthwhile sacrifice. Classic skeleton models look so good. One of the best classic models, to be honest, the classic skeleton. And you remember the AON also used to delete your name? You're just like a skeleton with no name, no nameplate at all. That was really awesome. Variety Void with the 1500 corgi bits. Thank you so much, dude. I'm a big fan of corgis myself. I have 2 of them. Penelope Pasta, my original corgi, and Minnie, aka Winry, after the Full Metal Alchemist character. Yo, dude, this is gonna be a minute before we get another chance at the cook. Long time. Oh, chat. Cling in darkness. Finally. Got a snare. Token, I did die, unfortunately. The big ghoul lord and his boys killed me. Technically, I think the finishing blow was delivered by a Froglock Bach knight, hence my name being Zaide Bach. I etched his name on my nameplate so I wouldn't forget on my quest for revenge. All Froglock Bachs must die. Dude, ICM, soon we're gonna pass Final Fantasy. I was 37. Not even my best paladin. Though I had J-Boots and a Ghoulbane, which felt pretty dang sick. I think the guild has like almost 20 people with J-Boots now. We've been getting a ton of ACs in South Row, and we had like 2 groups doing Sea Furies the other day. Just doing them specifically in order to spawn Ancient Cyclopses for people. So it's awesome. Alright, I'll be right back in 1 second again, guys.
make this the most successful Mega Mix yet. Don't miss a beat when the Lo-Fi Mega Mix 2020 is released. Have fun vibing Mega Mix.
All right, chat. We are breaking into Diet Coke number 5. How exciting! 2 hours, 5 Diet Cokes. I feel like I'm drinking more Diet Coke. Like the longer I stream, the greater my average Diet Coke intake becomes. This time next year, I'm just gonna have an IV. Charlie's gonna come change my Diet Coke IV bag. Let's go swing by the basement. Cabinet, the furthest I've raided is House of Thule. It was a long time ago now. Yeah, House of Thule is the most recent. I did die on the Paladin, yeah. I died in Lower Guck. Big Ghoul Lord got me. Did your pet come down? It does suck. I think Everquest was actually in House of Thule or entered House of Thule right after I came back. Like I left when I left before Dragons of Norath came out, and I returned during House of Thule. And I thought it was really cool because House of Thule had like group tier gear that you could kind of get, so it was relatively easy to catch up. Also, I played on Throne of Vi at that time, so it's like with enough plat, you could get any gear you wanted anyway. Someone in guild said, class GMs don't KOS you, even if they're scowling, right? And I was like, I want to say no, but I wouldn't bet my character on it. Technically, if they have the Guildmaster tag over their head, they should be non-combatant. 100%, you can't attack them. Congrats, Big Slazik, level 16. Yeah, that's what I thought, Moogle. You might be able to get them to attack you by using taunt. So like you can't attack the Nexus Scion and they won't attack you either, but you can taunt them for aggro and then they'll actually engage you and you can't even fight back. And ever since then I've been like, oh, can't trust it 100%. The place where I've seen it is like you can sit in Kanos Aqueducts and farm all the members in like the Shadow Knight or Shadow Knight Necromancer guild without getting aggro from any of the master tagged NPCs. So should be good. But there are NPCs that are flagged to function as guild masters, but don't have the tag above their heads, and they'll attack you. Perfect point is Brother Zephel and Brother Quinn. You can actually walk up to them as a monk and right-click on them, and you'll be able to train all your skills, because they're technically guild masters, but they don't have a flag. So they will wreck your shit. I think Nexus is a total non-combatant zone, right? Can you duel in the Nexus? Ooh, big town selling that Savant's cap, the Savant's cap. Dude, Village. Someone took his name on this server, so he couldn't make his character named Village, so he made it Town. But he always has to spell them just a little bit wrong. Wait, did no one answer our camp check? Oh, Jester still camped. They dipped out pretty quick. Nobby Knobs, local lore. You just beat the Ender Dragon. Is that a Minecraft thing? I don't know what the Ender Dragon is, but congratulations on your achievement. All right, Nobby Knobs, local lore, Kern's Tower. So Kern Makda was a general under the Sublesian Empire. This tower, Kern's Tower, was built for him to conduct interrogation and other nefarious things. Basically, whenever the leaders of the Ixar Nation wanted to get more information from someone, or more or less sentence them to death, or sentence them to a fate worse than death, they'd be sent here, where Kern, who was a big fan of inflicting pain, would wait for them and make sure that they got their money's worth. So anyway, Kern was here. He was doing his thing. He had some significant involvement in the creation of what we now know as the Crypt of Dalnir, because he killed the person who taught the Klai Overseer, the leader of the dungeon boss of Dalnir. He killed that Sarnax's master, giving rise to the situation that we now have in the Crypt of Dalnir. But that's kind of an aside. So anyway, Kern was doing his thing here for a long time. Eventually, one of his prisoners down here, actually on the floor that we're currently on, dug through his cell. After successfully digging through his cell, he ran into a tribe of Burinai that were deep within the earth. Those Burinai, seeing that he was an invader, were like, okay, we'll kill you. So they killed him. But then also, is this an excavator? You come to me solo, sir. So they killed that guy who escaped his cell, and then they followed him back. They followed the path where he came from, and they realized that there was this whole tower they now had access to. So they go in and they check it out, and they see all the torture implements and everything crazy in Kern's Tower. And being not naturally evil races themselves, they're like, oh, hell no. They jumped in here and they killed everybody. Everybody who's in the tower was killed, including Kern himself. I know what you're thinking. You're saying, wait a second, Zaide. You said they're not naturally evil. Why are they Shadow Knights and Necromancers? I I don't know why they are, but fundamentally, Burr are creatures created by and still devoutly in service to Burrell. So they're at best neutral, and they probably just accept the necromantic arts without judgment. Or perhaps they learned of these powers by studying what they found in Kern's Tower itself. Anyway, Nobby Knobs, hope you enjoyed that lore. Ender Dragon is Minecraft. That's awesome. I have never played Minecraft, so I don't know anything about it. Braxis, good evening. Yo, Braxis, what level is your character now? Yo, right, Roland? Leroy? Worry, absolutely not. I am going to lower Guck as soon as I possibly can on this character. Don't worry, we're never going to give up. I'm too dumb. Maggot, unfortunately there is no clip. It was done off stream. Do you? I don't know, Frank. Do you do anything in Kern's Tower in Seas of Destruction? Timber Village. Are we talking about the hill giant named in North Karana? So Frank the Bank says that in SOD we do currents. It should be just killing the hill giants in the zone has a chance to spawn him, I think. Braxis, I wish I could say I had a really good reason for how I chose them, but I don't. So I tried to look at mobs which were either well-known / iconic, or mobs that were like super rare and generally had to be like named mobs. You know, this was our first run with that list, and I will probably revise it a lot before the TLP 2021. But yeah, so that was the most part, and I wanted to choose things that were relatively hard at the appropriate levels. Catch you later. Yo, Elaine, what's up, dude? I think he's on the Hill Giant Cycle Village. And Braxis, my goal was to try to have at least 2 mobs in every zone. Though I know some zones have a little bit more than that. And I think a few zones have less. But I am all for input on things that we should remove because they're just too easy, or things that we should add because they're super iconic and would be really cool. Absolutely, Fury81. Anybody can join. The only stipulation is you gotta be level 1. So feel free to hop on even during this stream and we'll get you tagged up. Dune Digger is on the list, Elaine. Don't think I forgot about good old Dune. Yeah, there were some mobs like in our test runs that I took off. Like I used to have Drackle Bestiage on the list from North Kanos, and he was just too easy. Like it's just this level 11 mob that sits in North Kanos. He's always up. And when we were testing around, I was just like, yeah, that's dumb. I wanted to have things that were available for people of almost all level ranges, you know, because I wanted to basically, like I wanted people at the low level ranges or people who maybe couldn't play very often and so might spend a huge amount of their time at lower levels to feel like they could still participate and, you know, like do meaningful bounty content, if that makes sense. Though because of the way the bounty formula for points works, you do get a lot more points for going for those high-end targets, naturally. Ruin, no. Or Rulin, no. You gotta be level 1. Has to be a fresh character. Welcome back. Captain Rockgrime for the difficulty. What zone is Rockgrime in? You've never seen her up? That's crazy. Dude, Holly Windstalker I feel is like such an iconic mob, but if you're not like a big Kanos guy, you would never know. basically Kanos Hills is full of bears and wolves and stuff that you can hunt. And if you attack one and she walks by, she just kills you instantly. So she is the bane of many a newbie. You guys see that rotting jester skull over by the other group? Yeah, Moogle, I've been thinking about things like that. Basically, like, for a while, Krieg was making bingo boards for us, and we were thinking about using bingo boards because they were pretty dang cool. But we could add, like, other achievements and give those achievements value, too. At a certain point, we end up just copying the Everquest achievement system. You know what I mean, though? Hiscore, there is a sub to play on these servers. I should add the Blade Fiend from Unrest. It's a really rare mob. It's not super challenging, but it's rare enough that I think it would warrant being added. And I think the Blade Fiend, the Blade Fiend is pretty cool too. But there are some mobs, like Polly actually might be an example of a mob that we could take off because she's always up. When you kill her, less than 5 minutes later, she respawns and she just passes her out the zone. So, see, basically what needs to happen is if the mob has no PH, like it's a mob that is always up, we need to change the rule on how you get points. Like the mob needs to be yellow to you at a minimum to get points for it because there just isn't any value or excitement or challenge in going to a zone, finding a mob that is always guaranteed to be up, and it cons green to you, and you kill it, and you get points, you know? But if you kill Dune Digger and he's green, bring on the points. He's so rare. In fact, some mobs are so rare that they should be worth points even if they're grady. Like Dune Digger being an example of that. I think we do have 2 mobs in Crystal Caverns, though, Moogle. But yeah, I see what you mean there, and I think that would be kind of cool. I know one of our mobs is obviously Queen Drachnia. I don't remember who our other mob there is. Dude, Erikai, it's funny. I did the same thing, and then like I finally killed Drosko when I was running through the catacombs while I was like waiting for my group to come back from something. I found him. I was like so hyped, and he caught gray, so I couldn't even get points for it. It sucked. That's a good idea, Maggot. The only thing is we'd have to have like every member of a group submit a screenshot individually when they kill things. I wanna hit like the perfect balance of it being relatively approachable and easy to see the process and get into without too many rules, and also rewarding. You know what I mean? At a certain point, we get so many rules and there's so much formula behind it that if I don't find a way to automate it so that you can just stupidly press in numbers, people will be discouraged. We're always losing here, Nova Champ, don't worry. We could base it off the highest level person in the group, that's a good point. North Karana mobs are super rare. Yeah. Like the rarity score might need to go higher. Right now I have a rarity score of +5. Like Dune Digger is +5. And that basically means like you take Dune Digger's level, you times it by 10, and that's his point value for bounty, right? But since he's got a rarity modifier, you add 5 to it. So effectively he gets points as though he were 5 levels higher than his level would ascribe. I didn't see another finger skeleton Slavic, but we did kill the PH for him, so he could pop. If he does, I'll let you know. Yeah, so our current system is level plus rarity modifier plus difficulty modifier times 10. The difficulty modifier is really called the special modifier. Like I sort of reserve the right to use it for other things. But really it's about like, if this mob is particularly challenging or is in a very challenging zone. Like I think maybe the Thaumaturgist in Befallen has a special modifier that's kind of high because it's Befallen, you know what I mean? It's crazy going in there. I could see adding a bounty for completing certain quests. I could see it. The only thing is you get quests that are only doable by certain classes, you know? Or even if you can do them, they're only beneficial to be done by certain classes. Right. Dude, I camped the Aegis of Life for like straight up 5 days on my Paladin that I deleted yesterday, so that feels bad, man. I got conned into doing the Aegis of Life because we found Grimrot just standing up. And I was like, well, I've already got half the quest done. I may as well do the rest. Little did I know that it would be literal days of not seeing him spawn. Yeah, Authority. I gave him, I think I maxed out his modifier points. That's the problem. I just need to scale it higher because right now +5 is not high enough. The I'm forgetting his name. Yeah, the Guano Harvester. It's almost like a troll mob on there, to be honest. You need big brass balls to get the Guano Harvester bounty. Because remember, he can't be gray to you, but he's sitting in bats and bugs in Soul B. And he's like level 14. Yeah. Right, someone has to be clearing bats and bugs and be like, Guano Harvester's up. Anyone want to come for this bounty? And just clear the path for you. We don't, Frank, but we ought to. People will be like, it's not fair. My epic requires us to kill the Spyrock Lord. I can never do that. Yeah, here's your bounty, or here's your bonus. If you complete an epic, you get an extra life. And mages. Island 7 mages, rip. You know what? That's what mages get for having the ease of being a mage, 1 through 60. With enough bars, you can do Spyrock Lord. Dude, if I was in the guild and someone was like, yeah, we're doing bees, and I wasn't like the leader of the guild streaming it, I would literally camp out when they started the bee pool, and I would log back in when the big bee was at like 7%. Be like, yeah, I was here the whole time. Look at me, I'm on the log. I would just like quickly cast one spell 1,000 times as fast as I could, so I appear in the log a lot. I'm telling you, we could do these things on TLP 2021. When the TLP comes out, we'll just sit at the spires in Common Lands, sit at the Wizard Spires, right? We see some open world guild form up. We just go up there with them, DPS race them on sky mobs, let them take the DTs. We win the DPS race. This is the way. Good evening, pirate. Paladin perished. He was killed by the Ghoul Lord because I was being an idiot. I would be astounded if more than 2 epics were ever completed in this guild. Authority. Honestly, I'll be shocked if 1 is completed. I'm trying to think. There's got to be at least 1 that could be super easy. Technically, a monk could complete their epic with relative ease in this guild. You still gotta kill a dragon for the cleric epic. Yeah, right, like clicky res, sweet. Can't use it in this guild basically. Yeah, it's a dragon Zordak. But he's still a dragon. Rogue Epic could be, yeah. I'd be nervous about the Dark Elves. Like, doing general would be a little bit sketch. Also, like, let's be real. Who's gonna get the Rogue to level 60? Good luck, Mr. Styles. Vinny, thank you so much for the raid, dude. How was your stream? Ranger Epic. Ranger Epic is doable. The Veneral Sathir version that we have for the Ranger Epic is a lot easier. VSR, right? It's alright, dude. I died yesterday, so that kind of sucked. But, you know, it's always fun to delete a level almost 40 Paladin with J boots and a Ghoul Bane. Some sky stuff. But that sky item is like Gorgolosk Island, right? Or it's not past Keeper of Souls, I don't think. VSR is easy, though. Yeah, going SK this time. Honestly, like, if the SK dies, I'm just gonna go Monk, I think. I'm pretty sure I duoed VSR during Kunark era on Vulak in 2011. There you go, Mr. Guru Swarmy. Beastlord is in. Like I said, we're open to luck. We have a lot of Beastlords too. The plat limit for restart character gear is 0. You could buy things from Tradeskillers in the guild. You're basically dealing with cost plus 10%. But it's pretty affordable if you are efficient about farming some early plat. Like Spiderling Silks will trade pretty well to guild smiths who are using it to make leather padding. They need 1 billion of it. And then the Warrens, you get like multiple plat trash drops from the Warrens starting at level 3. Beastlord is strong, but definitely not the strongest class. Roland, you should join the guild so you can help us kill all these dragons for these epics, man. Yeah, dude, you gotta start over. Join on a level 1. Leveling is the fun part. Hey, that's your call. You can join Legacy of Vic, I think. It's a guild similar to this on P99. You have to be an Ixar, though. When he gets back, we should go check on the cook. Welcome back. Yeah, we're going to cook. Just come around this corner. No, don't go backwards. We're right at the, you know, we've done a big loop. This group's having fun. Oh man, look at that swag walk. Oh yeah. You guys like this? I can't stop moving or else it's gone. Oh, that sucks, pirate. What killed you? Man, ours. All these haters in the chat, not respecting the troll. Look, the troll is the real OG. XR came later. You know what, Kazakh Thul? He tried to create a race. You know what he created first? The troll. Gotcha. I think Kazakh Thul also made the Shisar. So look, he made the Shisar. He was like, nah, these things suck. I'm gonna make the trolls. Then he made the XR and he was like, well, these guys need a lot of help. So I'm gonna stay with them. I'm gonna help the XR out because without me, they're just doomed. And then, you know, Kazakh Thul stuck with the XR the whole time. But really, he knew the trolls were great and he was like, look, they're gonna be good. I don't need to mess with them. They got this under control. This whole swamp thing, they got that on lock. The XR was part of Kazakh Thul's No Child Left Behind policy. Dude, the frogs were on steroids that Mythmar gave them. It doesn't count if you're playing clean and you lose to someone using performance-enhancing drugs. Mythmar blessed the frog locks twice. The first time wasn't good enough. Don't come at me with this frog lock nonsense, man. I'm all on Team Troll, okay? Gukton #1 raise. Oh my god, no. I mean, frog locks are dope, but Guktons are terrible. I respect your right to enjoy them, though. That is a really cool ICM. Being on positive faction as an XR with CT is pretty sweet. Jinx Doppelganger, thanks for the follow. Backflip beats Dwarf Roll? Oh, I don't think so. I don't think so. This door ruined my walk. Sad. E-Rock, thanks for the follow. Look, I'm just gonna say it. I know you guys are gonna unfollow me for telling the truth right now, but check it out, man. XR have tails, everyone knows it. If you like XR because they have a tail, you're just a furry who wears Metallica shirts. It's the hard truth, I'm telling you. You heard it here first, folks. That's why trolls are the true master race. No tails. Team no tails, hashtag it. Am I right? Hey, Erudite SK is awesome, Superman. I concur. Erudite SK, Erudite Paladin. Very, very swaggy. But, you know, I died on a Dwarf Paladin, so I feel like I'm not ready to try an Erudite hybrid yet. My skill's not there. I need to be a little bit better. I'm not ready. Ion Grav, thanks for the follow. Dude, you guys see where Twitch had to censor their own stream of BlizzCon when Metallica played, so they didn't get DMCA'd? Feels bad, man. What do I think of the Erudite Lucklin models? I think that they could have done with a little less forehead. I get it, they're real smart, man. All the Lucklin models are like too thick. They're like all these bulbs and like just very dense. I don't know, they're like all rounded and stuff. Telling you, man. We should go to LC Akata and get the Bane on dead weapons for 12 plat. Super cheap. No, yeah, I mean, it's literally 12 plat. You're not into buff chicks, Maggot? Sir, please don't discriminate. They do, bats and wolves both. Especially the wolves. There's a million of them. My group is currently discussing the logistics of getting to Catacastellum so that we can buy the broken Bane weapons. Dude, the troll casting animation is so good. Well, we're talking. So they were talking about running through Tenebrous Mountains. If you go through Tenebrous, it's relatively dangerous. But if you go through Twilight Sea, it's pretty easy. Yeah, but it's a pain in the ass to get to Twilight Sea. You could get a port, but I don't think we have anyone who's able to port there yet. And I don't think our shaman can make Twilight Sea potions yet either. You can get ports from guildies, but none of our guildies are high enough level to port to Twilight Sea yet. We got a baby Eats Boy. I'm like level 13 right now. My paladin died. He was a big 37 when he died. Feels bad, man. But, you know, I think it's good that I died because I know a lot of people have had multiple deaths in the guild already. And to some extent, like, it feels bad watching the guild leader just, you know, coast through the levels and have good gear and stuff. So they get to see me in the struggle with them. Now they know it's not all fake. Dude, I'm sad to be honest, Shadow Knight. You know, it's not bad, but I wanted something that was kind of like the Paladin, but still had the taunt pulling ability and everything. And I figured, well, if I have to be something, I may as well be a troll this time. Dude, if they gave Monk taunt, I think the Paladin ruined my ability to pull on monks. It's like so much slower than taunt pulling. But yeah, I might, if I die on this character, I'll probably do a monk next. FD? Nah, dude. Troll, or sorry, Shadow Knight FD blows. You gotta cast it. It could be interrupted. It could just fail as a cast, and you gotta stand up, try to recast. Oh gosh. Yeah, Roland, that's what I meant when I said that no one in the guild could port there. You might be disappointed we got a baby, it's a boy. You're probably a better monk than I am. Do we know what time we killed that thing? It should be spawning soon. Oh, you had some friends in Faceless Insanity? So you must have heard how bad I was. I'm trying to think, man. Honestly, I haven't played a monk in over a year. Last time I played a monk was on Cello in Prophecy of Rel. LOL Brunt. Yeah, Roland, Faceless Order was the test. It was the test server Faceless Guild. We did Classic through Underfoot on that server. And we did Classic through Pop like 3 times, because every summer we would stop and redo Classic through Plains Power. Our guild, you know, was pretty consistent on membership, and in the summer we would lose a lot of members who were like vacationing and stuff. So rather than have a bunch of terrible raids, we just redid the fun parts before picking progress back up once everyone was back. So we were the Faceless on Gulak, we were the Faceless Order on Test, then we were Faceless Insanity on Lockjaw. Ew, Skeleton's great. We were Faceless Empire on Agnar, and Faceless Conquest on Cello. On each of those servers I played a monk. On all of them it was named Zaide, except for Test where I was named Protocol. I mean, it was a guild from like 10 years ago, Roland, and it was on the Test server. I'm not familiar with any other guild with a similar name on Everquest, at least. Dude, that is a nice quality of life change, isn't it? It's a game changer. Having to click every item in your bag sucks. That's crazy, ICM. Oh man, we're on the odd mole. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, I dropped Harm Touch on it. Oh, nice. All right, so we have multiple skulls, right? Who else has a skull to turn in? We'll turn it in right after I say 1. So like I'm gonna say 3, 2, 1, then you click give. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, give. It didn't work. Oh, I did, yeah. There you go, guys. So if you turn that skull into him, he gives you an item back and then he despawns. But you can turn multiple skulls in at the same time to cheese your way into getting another one. Sucks we didn't get the shield though. It's good to put in your memory bank here that he spawns, like the shield is visible, you know what I mean? Because I thought it wasn't. The orc trainer doesn't show his shield when you have it, so check out this skull. 2 AC, 10 HP, 10 mana, 10 endurance, 5 intelligence, burning affliction, 1. Feels good. I think we should go kill Bargain downstairs. We're gonna go for our first bounty target on this new group, folks. You'll just lose the pet pretty much. So getting the bargain is super sketch because that drop down, it has you surrounded by mobs when you fall. Do you have Invis song yet? So when we get to the spot where we're gonna want to just like hard invis everyone and drop down, and then we'll swim across the water and fight there. Dither, what's going on, dude? Good to see you. We can have you jump down. We can have you jump down last on the enchanter when we know it's clear. We went the wrong way, right? Yeah, here it is. Oh man, I'm excited to show you Taiku. This zone is hella dangerous, especially going down this next part. This group has been camping the Jester for 12 hours and they haven't had an IBC yet. Toss me an invis when you can, please. Okay, you guys are going to want to invis, drop down, and immediately run north. Don't drop the enchanter down here yet. If you aggro all this shit over here, it's a group wipe so fast. Or if invis breaks right now, oh, that'd be sweet. Just stand right on Zaide. Enchanter is good to drop now. Remember, drop, hug north, push through the water. That is suboptimal. Hey, glad to see you joining, Fury. Let this move to me. Alright, killed here. You guys will get to see the taunt pull method, exploit it to the fullest extent when we do this bargain kill. You guys can fight here now. Our Armage is about to hit 14 and get a new pet tier. Stop him. So the Burinai and the skeletons are not social. And if that guy had made it like one more step, it would have been a wipe. Fury, send me a tell and I'll get someone in the guild to tag you. Any member of Mandalorian has guild invite permissions. Oh, ding 14, nice. Just move up. We're going the right way, right? Do we have to clear that room behind us? Alright, just... no, it's fine. I can taunt pull this room. Just hang out on this side now that we have space. I really miss having Spirit of Wolf. Well, when your songs hit me, they will cause the taunt pull to actually fail, just so you know. After this dies, we can move across the way. Hopefully bargain is up. You guys can just keep moving up with me from now on. Let's see, do we have anyone in Field of Bone right now? Man, we have a group in Soul B, that's wild. Yeah, there's no one in Field of Bone. So, Fury, you're gonna have to go to POK, it's gonna be your best bet. Or if you can zone into Kerns, which is kind of a tall order at level 1, I can just invite you. Alright, you're about to hit the book. Perfect. Oh, Longhoss can get you. Thanks, Longhoss. Appreciate it, dude. He is on Kyrok. K-Y-R-O-K. Longhoss. Just hug the right wall when that dies and come around. I don't know, Rulin. Maybe we did. Alright, can I grab an invis and hold songs, please? He's not up, sadly. Alright guys, with Bargain not up, I don't really have the time to wait like 20 minutes for a potential respawn with him to be up, so that was going to be a nice little climax here. But since that's over, we'll go ahead and we'll begin wrapping things up now. As always, really incredible stream tonight. Sucks that the Paladin died, but the Shadow Knight's going to be a lot of fun, and I wanted an excuse to play Troll anyway. And I was really fortunate that I have a lot of really awesome group mates who are willing to re-roll with me, so it's not so bad. Anyway, thank you all for coming out for this episode. I had a ton of fun. Remember, I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern, and this Saturday, Trolley and I are going to be doing Champions of Norath. So that's the original PlayStation 2 era Diablo-esque Everquest game. If you haven't seen it, it should be fun. If you know what I'm talking about and you want to check it out, make sure you're there. Otherwise, feel free to check out Mandalorian with !guild in the chat. You can join us anytime you want. Anybody in the guild can invite you, and if you want to join the Discord to get involved in all that, !Discord for an invite there as well. Now, let's find someone to raid. Galaxy Cheetah looks like a good raid target. He's doing the Mandalorian challenge, so we can watch his group a little bit. Here we go. Alright, get in Galaxy Cheetah's chat and spam those emotes, folks. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's raid.